All right, welcome back, guys. We've got the Yankees at the Browns here. Once again, 1949, June 4th. Is going to be the 20 and 24 Browns hosting the 25 and 18 Yankees. Yankees a game out of first place. And Hank Bauer comes up and sees the first pitch from Joe Ostrowski and ends up hitting that up the middle for a base hit. So that's a single for Bauer right off the bat. That's the way to start it. And that'll bring up Gene Woodling now, hitting .321. Couldn't even tell you what Bauer was hitting. He got a hit so fast. There's a strike in there to Woodling, followed by another one. It's 0-2. Fly ball center field. Spence has that for the out, one away. Here now is Cliff Mapes, just like that. Mapes takes a strike, 287 his average. Hits one over to deep right center field. That one gets past both Spence and Kokos. That's an easy double for Mapes, and they hold Bauer third base. Interesting choice. Instead of deciding to send him home, I would have sent him home. Jerry Coleman now, runners on at second and third. There's a ball off the plate, 1-0. It's fouled away, 1-1 now on Coleman. It's a line shot ripped over to third base. Dillinger has that, goes to the bag, and he doubles off Bauer. And just like that, we're going to the bottom of the first inning. Talk about your unexpected plays. I was thinking for sure that the Yankees get at least 2 runs out of that, if not more. Instead, we go to the bottom of the first inning. It's a 0-0 game. Here now is Stan Spence up against Fred Sanford. Spence takes a strike, 0-1. Sanford 2-0, 4.46 ERAs. He misses, 1-1. It's inside, 2-1. Sanford starting again. Yankees, like the Philadelphia Athletics here, don't have a whole bunch of pitchers. 2-2 the count on Spence. That was hit down the right field line, and that's way back there, and that baby is gone. Just a fair ball, just barely. Solo shot by Stan Spence, home run number 5 this year, and it's 1-0 St. Louis. Here now is Dick Kokos. Kokos has 10 home runs, hitting .268, hitting very well. He takes a strike, and there's a ball outside, 1-1. There's another strike called on Kokos, 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3, 1 away, and here's Jerry Pretty. It's a ball inside to Pretty, 1-0. Grounded foul, 1-1 on Jerry. Fastball's inside for a ball. It's 2-1, and that's hit over to right field in between Mapes and Bauer, and that's trouble, and that's an easy double for Pretty, who winds up at second base. That'll bring up Les Moss, the catcher. So thought the Yankees had a big offensive attack here. It turns out the Brownies have one. There's a ball to Moss and another one inside. Yankees, like I said, not a whole bunch of pitchers. I'll show you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. Looks like the Philadelphia Athletics, and that's going to be their Achilles heel. That's not enough pitchers here. 3-1 the count on Moss, who will take this pitch, and that's ball 4. That makes it tough for both of those teams. There's just not enough guys to spread the love. It might work if you have a different type of game, but with Diamond Mine Baseball, the way this is set up, I don't know. Jack Graham now. Graham was the hero of the Browns' last game against the Senators. He takes the ball and then fouls one away, 1-1. Ground ball through the middle. Rizzuto has that one on to Coleman for 1, and all over to Henrik at first for the double play. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Brownies. Here's Tommy Henrik, who takes a strike from Ostrowski and then hits that one up the alley. That's a base hit. Ostrowski, 3-3 the record, 3.03 ERA, and throws a ball there to Phil Rizzuto. Ostrowski's walked 16, struck out 14. 2-0 the count on the scooter. Fly ball over to left field. Severs has that for the out, 1 away. Bobby Brown now takes the ball. So it's a low walk and a low strikeout total for Joe, given the 141 innings he pitched and the way the American League is like here in 1949. And he strikes out Bobby Brown there on the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. There's 2 away. Here's Charlie Silvera. That's a ball way outside. 1-0. That's high. 2-0 on Charlie. It's a strike on the outside corner. It is 2-1. Fly ball right field, and it's going to be the right fielder, Kokos, who grabs that for the out. There were 3 players converging around that one. We go quickly to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Bob Dillinger, who takes a ball outside. It's a fly ball to center. Mapes has it, 1 gone. Royce Severs, hitting .280, takes a strike. Fly ball to center. Mapes has it again, 2 away. Here's Pellegrini. Ground ball, third base. Brown with it on to first for the out. We go to the top of the third. And here is Fred Sanford, the pitcher for the Yankees, who takes a ball low. There's another one low and away. 2-0. Line drive left side, and that is fouled. And that's fouled away into the stands. 2-2. It's a fly ball over to left field. Sievers has that one gone. Here's Hank Bauer. Bauer takes the ball. And another ball, 2-0 the count now on Bauer. And there's a comebacker straight to Ostrowski. Throws on to first, 2 away. Here's Gene Woodling, and that's a ground ball over to Pretty at second, who goes to first. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. Here is Joe Ostrowski, the pitcher. It's a ground ball over to Jerry Coleman at second. First pitch swinging, 1 away. And up comes Stan Spence. Spence has half of the hits for the Browns, his home run. He hits one back to Sanford, who throws to first, 2 gone. Here's Dick Kokos, who pops one up. It's going to be Sanford, the pitcher, who catches that for the out, and we go to the top of the fourth, still 1-0. Cliff Mapes now takes a ball. There's a ball just outside, 2-0, and that's hit inside the bag first base line for Mapes, and that's an easy double for him. That'll bring up Jerry Coleman. So the Yankees with another threat here top of the fourth. Coleman takes a strike. And there's a ball low. 18 RBIs for Jerry. It's another ball to him, 2-1 the count. And that's popped up right side. Pretty has that in foul territory for the out. And there's 1 away. Here comes Tommy Henrich. Henrich 1 for 1 today. Takes the ball 8 for 18, they say, against the Browns. Hits that one over to the right side, and it's Graham who has that hit, flips it over to Ostrowski, the pitcher, for the force out at first base. Mapes moves to third base, and that'll bring up the scooter, Phil Rizzuto, hitting .279. He takes the ball high. That's hit over to left center field, and it's going to be Spence, the center fielder, who has that for the out, and we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Fast-moving game. Here is Jerry Pretty. Pretty takes the ball high. There's a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And boy, there's a base hit to left field. Pretty waited on that breaking pitch from Sanford and knocked it over there for the hit. That'll bring up Les Moss. So Pretty with the hit. 3 hits now for the Browns. Jerry's 2 for 2. And 0-1 the count now on Moss. And that curve misses. It's 1-1. Throw to first. Pretty's not doing anything. Another throw to first. Still nothing going. There's ball 2. It's 2-1 now on Moss, and another throw back to first. There's a ball outside, 3-1, and then a swing and a miss of that. Full count now on Les Moss. Fouled away, and there's a ground ball. Not sure what happened here. So what happened is that's a ground ball to Jerry Coleman, who tries to tag Pretty coming down the line. Pretty avoids the tag going way out of the baseline. Coleman's only play then first base to Henrich, and the Yankees are furious for the fact that there was no call there of going outside the baseline. I don't know why Coleman doesn't go to Rizzuto instead. Why does he insist on trying to tag him out? So there's 1 out now, bottom of the fourth, and here's Jack Graham. Graham takes a strike, fastball. Here's a high fastball, 1-1. Ground ball into center field for a base hit. You knew that was going to happen after that controversial play, and that's a single that scores the runner. So Graham has done it again, and it's 2-0. That's how that game against Washington ended. You may have read about that on the blog. 2-0. Actually, it hasn't come out yet. You'll read about that in February. Here comes Bob Dillinger. Fouls 1 away, 0-1. And there's a ball. 1-1 now on Bob. Ground ball over to first base. Henrich to second for 1. Back to first for the double play. And we go to the top of the fifth. But St. Louis adds another one after a controversial play. Here comes Bobby Brown to lead this off top of the fifth inning. And there's a strike in there to Bobby. And in high and tight for a ball. 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And there's a chopper. Pretty. Second baseman throws to first, and he's late. And Brown is in there with the base hit. That'll bring up Charlie Silvera. Hit number 4 for the Yankees, and there's a ball to Charlie. There's a foul ball, 1-1. Popped up Dillinger, the third baseman, does not get that one, and he drops that one into as it crossed into foul territory. That'll be a foul ball. Dillinger should have made that catch, and they're going to give him an error. So it's one of those rare errors that shows up where nobody moved anywhere, nobody went on base, nothing happened. It's just an error. 1-2, the count now on Silvera. Another foul ball, still 1-2. That's low, 2-2 now. It's a ground ball left side. Pellegrini over to Pretty for 1 on to first. Double play. Here comes Fred Sanford. Now the pitcher takes a strike and then a ball. 2-0 Browns here top of the fifth. Fly ball to left, and Sievers has that for the out. And we will go to the bottom of the fifth inning now. Still 2-0 Browns. Here is Roy. Takes a strike. And there's another strike, 0-2. Fastball's high, 1-2 the count on Roy Sievers. Ground ball left side in the hole, Rizzuto on to first for the out, 1 gone. Eddie Pellegrini, the shortstop, comes up hitting 248, 0 for 1 today. 2-1 is the count on him quickly. Fly ball right field, Bauer's got that, and there's 2 away. Here's now Joe Ostrowski, the pitcher, takes a strike and then a ball, 1-1. That's 2-1 as that one missed. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2 the count, and that one too low. Full count now on Joe. There's a swing and a miss on the breaking ball off the plate, and we'll go to the top of the 6th inning. So still 2-0 Browns and a close one. Here comes Hank Bauer, 1 for 2 today, takes a strike. Blooped over to short left field. That'll be a hit for Bowers, hitting on the correct side of 300. Now 2 for 3 in this game. That brings up Gene Woodling straight away. Fouls 1 away. And there's another strike to Gene, 0-2. That one almost gets away, but not quite. Ball 1. And Woodling watches the next pitch, and it's over for strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Ostrowski. 1 away here, top of the 6th. Cliff Mapes now fouls 1 away and takes a strike, 0-2. That one misses inside, 1-2, and that's low. 2-2 on Mapes. Popped up out of play. And that's foul tipped into Moss's mid, and he holds on to that for strike 3. It's the second strikeout of the inning, number 3 of the game for Ostrowski. He has 17 on the season. 2 away, here's Jerry Coleman, who takes a strike. So Joe pitching pretty well. Fly ball left field, foul. Sievers unable to get there, foul ball. 0-2 it remains. That's outside for a ball. 1-2 here on Coleman, and that's fouled away. There's a ground ball. Shortstop Pellegrini goes over to Pretty for the force out, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still a 2-0 game. Here is Stan Spence. It's a strike in there to Spence. 0-1 on the fastball, and it's a breaking ball next that misses. 1-1. Pop fly, third base side out of play. 1-2 the count. Popped up behind short now, and it's actually Woodling, the left fielder, comes over and grabs that 1 away. Dick Kokos comes up now, 0 for 2. Like so many others, he takes the ball. Then a strike, 1-1. That's a ground ball down the first base line, but Henrik has that one easily and goes to the bag himself for the out, 2 away, and here is Jerry Pretty. Pretty takes a ball off the plate, and there's another ball, 2-0. Foul back, it's 2-1 now on Jerry. There's ball 3 low and outside, and there's another strike, full count on Jerry. That one misses wide. That's walk number 2 given up by Stanford, and that'll bring up Les Moss now with a runner on at first base. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, and there's a ball to Moss. Another ball, 2-0 the count. That's upstairs for a ball, 3-0. And that's very high. So Stanford has walked 2 now here with 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring up, once again, Jack Graham. Graham with 40 RBIs this season. How about that? And he has a Brown ball down to third base. Brown has that and goes to the bag for the easy 4, so we go to the top of the 7th. It'll be Tommy Henrik who takes the ball and then swings and misses a 1 for a strike. 1-1. Hits straight to center field. Spence is there for the out, 1 away. Here's the Scooter who's 0 for 2, and he takes a ball. Then a strike. 340 the on-base percentage, and that's a little fly ball over to center field. It's a little blooper that drops in front of Spence for the base hit. So Phil finds a way to get on base. Here now is Bobby Brown. Throw to first. Rizzuto not going anywhere. He's going on this one, though, and there's a pop-up on the infield. Pellegrini's got that, and that's the second out. 2 away, and all of a sudden that stolen base threat doesn't look so important. Here's Charlie Silvera, who takes the ball and hits a hard single over into left field. That'll be a base hit. Rizzuto only able to move up to second, though. And here comes Fred Sanford now. Runners on at first and second. We'll see if they leave him in or not. And they'll take him out. Gus Nieros comes in. Catcher hits well against righties, but unfortunately Ostrowski is a lefty. It's hit over to right center field. Spence running after that one, can't get there. It's a base hit, and it's a 2-1 ball game just like that. And here comes Hank Bauer. So I spoke a little bit too soon, and Bauer can do some damage. Hank takes a ball, and there's a strike. 1-1 the count. Hit into the air, left field, and that's a base hit. Sievers gets there, holds him to a single, but that will score the run. We have a tie ball game just like that. How about that? So the Yankees here, top of the 7th inning, have a bunch of nothing. They have a couple bloop singles is what does it, and they end up tying this ball game. It's a 2-2 ball game here, top of the 7th inning. And this is one of those games the Yankees really need to win if they're going to prove how serious they are this season. Gene Woodling now takes the ball, and another ball low. 2-0. That misses. It's 3-0. There's a strike by Ostrowski. 3-1 the count. And that's ball 4 missing just off the plate. So he gives up his first walk in that situation, and that'll bring up Cliff Mapes, who can punish you. There's a strike to Mapes, and the ball 1-1. Fly ball center field. Spence has a beat on it, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. And who comes out there to pitch? None other than Joe Page, who was well known for this in real life. It'll be Page here against Bob Dillinger. And Page throws a ball straight off the bat. There's a ground ball left side. Brown with the stop, but can't get it out of his mid, and that's a base hit for Dillinger. Here comes Roy Sievers. So Sievers up there. Dillinger has a little bit of speed. There's a ball in the dirt, 1-0. Foul ball out of play, 1-1 on Roy. It's grounded up the middle. Coleman with it, flips over to Rizzuto for 1 on to first, but just not in time. Sievers beats that one out, and that'll bring up Pellegrini. And I think we're going to have to do something here, do a little hit and run, and that's a foul ball. 0-1 on Eddie. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2, just like that. Foul ball, 0-2 still. Fly ball over to right field. Bauer's got that, and there's 2 away. He now Ostrowski. You're probably wondering why I didn't bunt with Pellegrini, and the reason why is because I wanted to keep Joe in this ball game. We could take him out, but I think it's better for us to leave him in. I think he's pitching pretty well. Here comes Joe, takes the ball high. Next pitch in there, and that one misses again, 2-0. There's one foul away, 2-1, and that one misses. It's 3-1. And there's strike 2, so it's a full count now on Joe. And that's hit over to right center field. That's a solid base hit for Ostrowski. Sievers goes over to third. How about that? So Ostrowski, the pitcher, gets a base hit against Joe Page, and that'll bring up Stan Spence, and he can do some damage. We know about that. He's already got a home run today. Little ground ball over to the right side. Coleman has that, flips over to first base just in time, and we go to the top of the 8th. It will be Jerry Coleman to lead this one off, and he takes a strike and a ball high. Fly ball right field. Kokos is there, 1 away. Tommy Henrich now fouls one off his foot, 0-1, and takes a strike. It's 0-2. Launched down the first base line, but just foul. And that's on the inside corner, called for strike 3, 2 away. Strikeout number 4 for Joe. Here's Phil, the scooter, 1 for 3. And Sievers going after that one in foul territory, ends up stumbling over the bullpen, and it's a foul ball that misses him, and he has a little bit of a grin on his face as he grabs that ball off the dirt and throws into the crowd, slightly out of frustration. And so that's strike 1 on the scooter, and there's a little fly ball over to right field, rather. Kokos running in on that one, and we'll let that one drop in front of him for the base hit. That'll bring up Bobby Brown, hit number 10 for the Yankees. Brown takes the ball high. And strike, 1-1. Way outside, it's 2-1 on Bobby. And there's another strike, 2-2, the count on him quickly. Fly ball right field. Kokos has that one for the out, and we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still a tie ball game. Here is Dick Kokos, number 2 hitter, 0 for 3. Does have those 10 home runs, and he takes the ball high. That's a foot outside. It's 2-0, and there's a strike, 2-1. That's high, 3-1 the count on Kokos, and that's another fastball in there for a strike. So it's a full count now on Dick, and that is low, but Kokos can't hold back. He swings and misses at that one for the first out. Here now, Jerry Pretty. Pretty's got 5 home runs, and he takes the ball outside. That's high, 2-0 the count on Jerry. Fouled away, it's 2-1. Foul down to the right side, 2-2. It's over the head of Coleman. That's going to be a base hit. And Pretty has a pretty game for himself. 3 for 3 today with the run scored. And that'll bring up Les Moss. Moss is 0 for 1, walked twice. Takes a strike. And there's a ball, 1-1. Off the plate, 1-2. 2-1, I'm sorry. And that's off the plate again, 3-1. And that's ball 4 in tight. So Moss has now walked 3 times. And he takes his stroll down to first. And that brings him none other than Jack Graham. Like I said, he was the hero of the game against Washington, and he takes the ball. That's low. Graham, an RBI already today, pops one up foul out of play. 40 RBIs this season, 2-1 the count. That's pop foul again. It's 2-2. Sinker is low. Full count now on Graham. That's a little pop-up over to the left side. Brown has that for the out, 2 away. And here comes Bob Dillinger. Runner still on first and second for the Browns, and Bob takes a strike. That's hit over to left center field, and that's a base hit. That's a gapper, and Dillinger is able to go all the way around to third. That scores 2. How about that? So Dillinger puts the Browns on top by a 4-2 margin. Here's Roy Sievers, 2 outs, still bottom of the 8th, and they're going to walk Roy. Pitch to Pellegrini. Eddie's 0-for-3. Takes a ball, 246 this season. There's a swing and a miss. 19 RBIs. 1-2 as he swung and missed again. And that's on the outside corner for strike 3 looking, and we'll go to the top of the 9th inning. It'll be Charlie Silvera here for the Yankees, then presumably a pinch hitter for Page. There's a ball low to Charlie. That's sliced over first base, and that's a little dunker right down the right field line for a base hit. That one falls in front of Cocos. Silvera has himself a single, and here comes Joe Page, and they will leave him in. There's a ball to Page, and there's another ball. We'll have the infield in at the corners. There's another ball by Ostrowski. It's 3-0, and there's a strike, 3-1. And that's high and outside, and so Page walks. There's 2 men on, and here's Hank Bauer. And they're going to put Bill Johnson in to run for Page. That makes sense. Bauer's 3-for-4. Takes a ball inside. And a strike. 1-1 the count. Ground ball third base side. And Dillinger has that one. Goes to third for 1. Throws over to Pretty at second for 2. And that's an unusual double play. Here comes Gene Woodling now. So 2 outs, top of the 9th. Woodling's coming out, and they're going to put Jack Phillips in to hit. He's only had 6 at-bats this season, no hits. He does hit well against lefties, though, and he takes a ball. Hit over to center field. Spence has that for the out, and that'll do it. So the Browns come away with this one, had that 2-0 lead, and came back in the 8th inning to make it a 4-2 margin of victory. As I said before, this is one of those games the Yankees really kind of need to win if they're going to be serious, and who knows how serious they really are. Final score here, 4-2, and I sure hope that you've enjoyed this one. I'll talk with you again tomorrow. See you then. Bye.